Alright, what is up? This is going to be my first trade recap video. I took one trade on my MyFlutter Future eval today that ends in 2 days. I want to just see if I can get it passed. This was not a trade I would normally take, but it wasn't the worst setup ever. It's just I wouldn't normally take this. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, coming into the morning, right, I automatically go to the daily. I see that there is this very clear daily gap right around here that I thought we would be taking out, as well as a high resting inside of this fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame. Right, as you can see. So I obviously was kind of looking for some long continuation into this daily gap and this 4-hour internal high. So yeah, and also for future references, I don't really use bias how most people use bias. If I see a good setup internally, and externally my bias is, let's say my bias is bullish, but there are like data lows. Internally, the higher time frame candles don't always have to make a drastic move in one direction. Sometimes candles come up, and this is 40 points for example, and then they come back down and stay in this range. So bias is taken with a grain of salt. Anyway, so obviously, sort of wanted to see an open low towards Asia session, or ideally a continuation, like up to these highs. But we obviously didn't get that. So 930 Judas swing to the upside. We have bearish S&T. I believe ES at this time was super uncorrelated with NQ. I believe ES did not have this Judas swing higher. Edging previous day highs as well. Did not like to see that. Although we did edge this, we did end up coming down. And then I see this possible inversion, and I, first of all, don't like this setup because of the hesitation through this inversion. I mean, it took us literally 10 minutes to get this inversion. Overall, it just wasn't a clean inversion that I like. And then obviously I'm looking for a continuation from here out of this 4-hour bearish or bullish fair value gap. Right, and I see we open up this 1 minute, and truth is, this was going to be my ideal trade, but I just couldn't get an entry fast enough, and by the time I was trying to get my entry, it had already hit my break-even point at this internal low. And by this time, once we took Asia lows, I still was looking for longs, right? I could see longs playing out, some sort of continuation long, but never ended up really getting that, and we just kind of accumulated, and we come down, get a manipulation leg to the upside, tapping into this 5-minute fair value gap, and ended up respecting it with a 2-minute inversion to the downside out of this gap, and I end up going break even at, I believe, this 1-minute intermediate low, and I also did get a bit of a delayed entry because I had to log on to this MyFlutter Futures account, so that took me a sec. Stop at the body high and take profit was at this 1-minute internal low here. honestly, the reason for the trade not being valid is these 3 15-minute fair value gaps. Part of my rule and part of my system is I'm not allowed to long through higher time frame fair value gaps unless there's like a super clear draw and super like an area I want to see price go to. And we already took out this sell side, so honestly wasn't the biggest fan of this trade. Anyway, I ended up hitting my break-even point, making perfect equal lows, and just stopping me out by literally one tick. Executions went away, but as you can see here, oops, I'll show the P&L in a second. Anyway, this was C setup, just because of those 3 15-minute gaps. Not the biggest fan of those. Anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to be posting these every single day until I hit my first 10K month. Just trying to document my journey. 10K month will most definitely happen in 2026. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. See you on the next one.